Sigma males often remain enigmatic to the uninitiated, as their essence eludes those who fail to discern their intricate nature. These individuals often endure neglect from a society that struggles to appreciate their distinctive qualities. However, beneath their stoic exteriors lies a captivating world. Sigma males, characterized by their introverted disposition, unwavering self-assuredness, and autonomous spirit, navigate life's complexities with graceful finesse. They tread as lone wolves, challenging societal norms and charting their uncharted paths. Given their rarity, few are privileged to truly understand them. If your curiosity beckons or you suspect that you belong to this intriguing category, then this exposition is tailored to quench your curiosity. Herein, we unveil 10 cryptic facets of Sigma males that demand recognition. 1. Simulated sociability drains their vitality. Many people are social creatures. They thrive on interactions with others, like chatting with friends, going to parties, or just being around people. But for some, especially those who are more introverted or shy, being social can feel like a lot of work. It's like putting on an act or pretending to be someone they're not. Imagine you have to go to a party, and you're not really in the mood for it. You have to force yourself to smile, make small talk, and act interested even if you're not. This can be exhausting. It's like you're using up your energy to be something you're not naturally. People who experience this often find that they need some time alone to recharge their batteries. They might enjoy spending time in a quiet place, reading a book, or just having some me time. This is because they've used up a lot of their energy trying to be social, and they need to replenish it. So, when we talk about simulated sociability draining their vitality, we mean that for some people, being social feels like they're pretending or putting on a show, and it can make them feel tired and drained. 2. A mind perpetually engaged. Have you ever had a day when your mind just won't stop thinking? It's like a never-ending stream of thoughts, ideas, and worries. This can be both a blessing and a curse. For some people, their minds are always active. They're constantly thinking about something, planning, analyzing, or just daydreaming. While this can lead to creativity and problem-solving, it can also be exhausting. Imagine trying to sleep when your mind is racing with thoughts. Having a mind that's perpetually engaged means that you're never really switched off. You might find it hard to relax because your brain is always on the go. It can be challenging to unwind and just enjoy the moment. On the positive side, this constant mental engagement can lead to great achievements and a deep understanding of the world. These individuals are often curious and eager to learn. However, it's essential to find ways to give your mind a break and not let it overwhelm you. 3. Deliberative contemplation, not aimless reverie. Contemplation and reverie both involve thinking deeply, but they're quite different. Deliberative contemplation is when you intentionally think about something, analyze it, and try to understand it better. It's like when you're studying for a test or making a big decision. You're focused and purposeful in your thinking. On the other hand, aimless reverie is when your mind wanders without a specific goal. You might daydream, let your thoughts drift, and not really think about anything in particular. It's like when you're staring out of the window on a long car ride and just letting your thoughts wander. The idea here is that it's valuable to engage in deep thinking that serves a purpose. When you contemplate deliberately, you're more likely to learn and grow. Aimless reverie, while enjoyable at times, doesn't necessarily lead to personal or intellectual development. So, deliberative contemplation, not aimless reverie, encourages us to think deeply and purposefully about things that matter to us, rather than letting our minds wander aimlessly. 4. Misconstrued actions and reactions. Sometimes, when we interact with others, we might not fully understand their actions or reactions. It's like misinterpreting what someone is trying to say or do. For example, imagine a friend sends you a text message with a joke, but you take it seriously and get upset. You've misconstrued their intention. They were trying to make you laugh, not upset you. This can happen in various social situations. People might say or do things that are misinterpreted by others. It can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, or even conflicts. To avoid this, it's essential to communicate clearly and ask for clarification if something seems unclear. It's also crucial to remember that people have different perspectives and intentions, and sometimes we might get it wrong. So, misconstrued actions and reactions remind us to be mindful of how we interpret and respond to the actions of others, and to try to understand their perspective better. 5. Pleasure aligned with character. Have you ever heard the saying, "To each their own"? It means that what brings pleasure or happiness to one person might not be the same for someone else. We all have our unique preferences and values. Pleasure aligned with character means that when we seek enjoyment or happiness, it's essential to do things that match our personality and values. For example, if you're someone who loves nature and quiet, finding pleasure in a peaceful hike in the woods might align with your character. But if you're more of a city person who enjoys nightlife and social gatherings, going to a club might align better with your character. The idea is that pursuing activities and experiences that resonate with who you are as a person can lead to more meaningful and fulfilling pleasure. It's about being true to yourself and not trying to find happiness in things that don't really suit you. 6. Swift comprehension, cautious adaptation. Imagine you're faced with a new situation or a problem you've never encountered before. Swift comprehension means that you can quickly understand what's going on. You can grasp the basics and see the bigger picture without too much trouble. However, it's not enough to just understand something fast. Cautious adaptation comes into play here. It means that even though you can get the gist of something quickly, you don't rush into decisions or actions without thinking them through carefully. For example, if you're learning a new game, you might pick up the rules swiftly. But before you make your moves, you take a moment to consider your options and the potential consequences of each choice. This combination of swift comprehension and cautious adaptation can be very beneficial. It allows you to learn and adapt to new situations efficiently while making informed decisions. 7. Calculated risk-taking. Taking risks can be a part of life. It means doing something even though you're not entirely sure how it will turn out. However, there are different ways to approach risk-taking. Calculated risk-taking is about being smart and thoughtful when you decide to take a risk. It's not about being reckless or impulsive. Instead, you weigh the potential rewards and consequences before making a decision. Imagine you want to start a new business. You might take calculated risks by researching the market, creating a solid business plan, and having some savings as a safety net. This way, you're not jumping into something blindly, you're making an informed choice. Taking calculated risks can be a valuable skill. It allows you to pursue opportunities while minimizing the chances of negative outcomes. It's about finding the right balance between ambition and caution. 8. Inward-focused cognition. Inward-focused cognition refers to the idea of turning your attention inward, towards your thoughts, feelings, and self-reflection. It's the opposite of being constantly distracted by external stimuli, like your phone, social media, or the noise around you. Imagine sitting quietly and thinking about your day, your goals, or your emotions. This is a form of inward-focused cognition. It can help you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your life. In today's fast-paced world, we often forget to take the time for this kind of self-reflection. Inward-focused cognition is a way to reconnect with yourself and your inner thoughts, which can lead to personal growth and a better sense of well-being. 9. Inherent confidence, unperturbed by facades. Inherent confidence means having a strong belief in yourself and your abilities that comes from within. It's not dependent on external validation or praise from others. This type of confidence is solid and unshakable. Imagine you're good at something, like playing a musical instrument. You know you're skilled, and you don't need others to constantly tell you how great you are. You have inherent confidence in your musical abilities. On the other hand, unperturbed by facades means that you're not easily swayed or influenced by what others show on the surface. You see beyond the appearances and can judge people and situations more accurately. When you combine these two qualities, you get someone who is self-assured and not easily fooled by appearances. They trust themselves and their judgment, which can lead to more authentic and meaningful relationships. 10. Mastery of self-care. Self-care is all about taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It means recognizing your needs and taking steps to meet them. Mastery of self-care goes beyond just knowing that you need self-care. It means being really good at it. It's like being a pro at taking care of yourself. Imagine you have a hectic schedule, but you've mastered self-care. You know how to balance work, rest, exercise, and relaxation. You can manage stress effectively and maintain a healthy lifestyle. When you have mastery of self-care, you're more resilient, happier, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. It's about making self-care a priority and knowing exactly what works best for you to stay physically and emotionally well. In summary, these points cover various aspects of personal development and well-being. They emphasize the importance of understanding oneself, being thoughtful in actions and decisions, and cultivating qualities like confidence and self-care for a more fulfilling life.